This is Formation Time, day 24. Over the last few days, we've been taking a deeper look at the disciplines of formation: listening, speaking, abstaining, and engaging. Today, we're going to learn more about abstaining. Curiosity is really important. Reading the Bible as a Christian is an act of curiosity, or at least it should be. What is out there for me to encounter? How can I know God? What is Jesus like? These kinds of questions bring us to the Bible in the right posture and with the right expectations. The same thing goes for rhythms. Curiosity is a guide as you explore how to practice the Bible. What would it be like to be silent for a day? What if I had a daily time for prayer alone by myself? What would change if I made room for rest and Sabbath? So, how about this? If Jesus talks about how to fast in a passage you're reading, maybe try to practice fasting that day or that week. Notice Jesus consistently spending time alone in prayer, especially before big moments or breakthroughs. Well, consider doing likewise. And I just want you to know, this is not a guaranteed method for getting it right. It's just a suggestion to be curious about what things are in the Bible that you could actually try doing. And I don't want you to forget, skills work together. Reading well helps you understand. It helps you understand prayer, worship, spiritual disciplines, relationships. Listening can be paired with truth-telling or confession. Silence and solitude go hand in hand. For many of God's people, for centuries, fasting and feasting, they go together. Abstaining is really all about freedom. Freedom from things that can trap us, that can limit us, that can make us less of who God wants us to be. So think about abstaining from the things we normally do, whether it's food, whether it's speaking, whether it's the company of others, celebration, working. There are so many normal things that can start to feel like chains. They can start to feel like they're trapping us. The disciplines of abstaining, like fasting, solitude, silence, generosity, where we give something away that we like having, these bring a deep freedom in our journey of formation. Abstaining can bring powerful blessings, because sometimes the blessings that we have in our lives, they can become curses. Sometimes these little things that are good, well, good becomes God's, and gods become demons. Good things can become demonic forces in our lives. Let me give you an example. You can be one of the smartest people in the world. You can be able to read and understand anything that you want. You can make money and you can be impressive. But if your intelligence gets in your way of connecting with others, of having a relationship with God, of being able to be fully human, well, then it's not a blessing at all. A blessing can quickly become a curse, and freedom can quickly become a prison. So abstaining is a way for us to lift things up to God in our freedom and say, hey, I want to be free from the need of this thing, from food or from success or from work even. Abstaining is a critical way that we can participate in disciplines of formation that will make us more free, make us more the people that God has called us to be, make us more like Jesus. One freedom in particular that we can find is rest. The freedom of rest by taking Sabbath. Maybe consider today whether or not a rhythm of Sabbath in your life is something that you can do, that you can set aside or lean more into. A time for you and for God. A time to do the things that you want to do, not the things you have to do to be productive or work or make money. Sabbath taking is one of those disciplines of abstaining that can transform your entire life. Let's take a few minutes of silence and ask God what He might be calling us to abstain from. Let's take a few moments and put this into practice. Thanks for taking a few moments to practice silence as we abstained from pretty much anything. We'll see you tomorrow.